All right, guys, for math. Yesterday, kindergartners especially, you had to listen to me talking a lot about math and phonics, and the microphone was really strange. So I spent some time getting that fixed, and that minute got dark. That's why my face looks really strange, because it's gotten dark and we just have the light from the one lamp. Everybody today has 2 math jobs. One is with the page for number 10 in your handwriting book. And then the other math job is going to be kindergartners on math papers, first and second graders in your math books. So let's look first of all at the number 10. There are 2 things I'm really going to be looking for. Real quick before we do that, guys, if I say to use your fingers or I say to use linking cubes, do it. Remember, smart fingers puts that into your brain a little bit differently. You know those numbers so much better. So when you get to really complicated math in 10th grade or in college, you can do those things more easily because you used your fingers. You were adding on your fingers, right? 1 and 2 makes 1, 2, 3. Or you were actually using the linking cubes, Junior, Jen, Mark, and Joel, right? Making the even towers or the towers where there's one odd one left out. Make sure you're using your hands any chance you get. It's going to help your brain learn these things a little better. All right, let's get to the handwriting. All right, yay, I found my red marker. That means this is going to show up for you guys better than when I use the blue one. The 2 big things here, oh my goodness. Where do you start your letters and numbers? At the top. Where do you start your letters and numbers? At the top. If you're going to start a letter, then you better say it with me. Remember to start at the top. Oh my goodness, so many of you guys are making ones like this and making zeros like this. No! It hurts my heart. And if I see you do it at school after this week, I'm going to make you erase it and fix it. Start everything up at the top. 1, start at the top, go down. 0, start at the top and go around. Right? 1, 0, start at the top and go around. All right, kindergartners, make 10s and practice 10s. You know, down here, you're going to make your own. Do you see they gave you 2 lines? 1 line for the digit 1 and 1 line for the digit 0 because our number 10 is made up of 2 digits, a 1 and a 0. Same thing down here. Trace it, make it, trace it, make it, trace it, make it. And I don't even know which one is kindergarten and first grade. I don't know. First graders. It might be yours. This might be kindergartners right here. Second graders, you guys have something a little different, but the same sort of thing. Start at the top. Trace them. Make them. Second graders, of course, you know you need to copy this. I want you to, notice down here also copy, but especially second graders, exclamation point, apostrophe. Make sure those 2 get in there. I'll be checking for those when you get back to school. All right, Junior, Joel, and John Mark. This is the page we're starting on today, page 7. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to, and find this page in your book. So we're reviewing from yesterday about even and odd, right? Can you see here the 2 towers don't match up evenly. There's this odd one left out. So it's odd here. They match up evenly, so they're even numbers. Make sure you do this with linking cubes, even though, on these you can just see it, right? They are even towers. Here, there's an odd one left out. Do write the total number, and you're not just writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? You're writing how many all together in both trains or towers of linking cubes. Down here, again, color them to show how many. Circle even if they end up at the same place, or odd if there's an odd one left out. And here, whoops, same thing. Then on down to the next page. Do you see on number 7 and 8 here, they don't give you the picture. So do it. Even though with 2, you can probably imagine that in your mind. Still, get out 2 linking cubes and look. With number 8, get out 5 linking cubes. Make the 2 towers as even as you can, and then circle if they're even or odd. And you guys can see this, right? That word says even, that word says odd. You break apart a linking cube train to make 2 equal parts. There's 1 cube left over. Is the number of cubes even or odd, right? If there's 1 left over, that means there's an odd one out. So the trick here is to explain it. Now this can be a little strange sometimes, but over and over in math, we want to explain it because our goal is not just to get the answer. If we get the answer, then we've done that one problem. But you're not just going to have that one problem for your whole entire life. And we can't possibly in math teach you every math problem you're going to need in your whole entire life. So we actually need to think about our strategies and ways of doing things. And when we explain, then we're really starting to think about strategies we could apply to new situations. So do your best to write an explanation here. You might have words you don't know how to spell. That's okay. Just do your best guess of how to write them, right? Stretch the sounds out slowly. Maybe you're writing the word break. Of course, that word is right there. But suppose you're trying to write break and you could just hear ache. And if all you write is B-A-K, that's okay. Just do your best. Number 10, there is an even number of eggs in a nest. There are more than 10, but fewer than 14. So more than 10 means it could be 11, 12, 13, fewer than 14. So it can't be 14. It's either 11, 12, or 13. Get out your cubes. Actually do it with your fingers. See which number is the even, and yes, which number is the even number. Write it down here. Same kind of situation here. 6 green crayons. You have one more blue crayon than green crayon. Do you have an even or odd number of blue crayons? So go ahead, 6 green plus one more to get your blue, and then see, does that make 2 even trains of linking cubes, or is there an odd one left out? Down here is review. Do you see doubles facts? 6 plus 6, 7 plus 7, 9 plus 9, 8 plus 8. If you don't know those, real easy right now, go ahead and get the linking cubes and figure them out. We're going to start now 1.2, model even and odd numbers. So that last lesson was just getting us ready to make the model, to make a picture of it, to use linking cubes for it. So use linking cubes to model each sum. What you get when you add two things together is the sum even or odd. So 4 plus 4, actually get 4 linking cubes, get another 4 linking cubes, and then see how much it is. See if you get 2 even towers, or if there's an odd one. There we go. An odd one left out. Down here, same thing. 5 plus 4, actually get linking cubes to model it with. Then is that even towers, or is there an odd one left out? Now here, can you see you're going to be filling in the boxes? So we've used these words already, right? We have an addition equation right here. Oh, I'm not sure why the numbers went that way. And this has just been making blue all over the place today, but that's all right. Write the equations that you make. So 7, and then down here, write how many did you get across the top and how many across the bottom. So some of these are going to be doubles facts, and some of these are going to be the doubles, the near doubles, like we started last week at school. Same thing, 14 and 17. Get as close to the double as you can, because that's going to tell you if it's even or odd. All the way down through here. All right. Descartes uses doubles plus 1 to model an odd number. Is he correct? Is this a double plus 1? Can you see that? Was there a double here? And then one more got added. Do you remember? We said explain is the real key here. Explain can be tricky. Just do your best. You have to try. If you say, yes, he is correct, you didn't really explain it. Explain means how do you know that he's correct or not correct? So even more than getting it right, is he correct or not, I'm going to be interested to see how you explained it. How did you know if he was right or wrong? 6 sit-ups on Saturday and 7 sit-ups on Sunday. 7 on Sunday. I don't know why that didn't go all the way down there. Do you have an even or an odd number? If you're not sure, go ahead. Make a tower of 6, make a tower of 7. See if they're the same, if they're an even length, or if there's an odd one left out. Last page. Even number of marbles in one bag. Odd number of marbles in another bag. Here's our question. Is there an even or an odd number of marbles in all? So the first thing we want to think about, which equation could match the story? Only one of these could. We have an even number in one bag and an odd number in another. So check and see. Here we've got 6 and 8. Is one even and one odd, or are they both even or both odd? Here we have 8 and 7. Is one even and one odd, or both even or both odd? Same thing here. 7 and 5. Are those both even, both odd, or are they what we want, which is one even and one odd? Figure out which one has one even and one odd. Circle that equation. Then look at the sum. Either 12, 15, or 14 is the sum of the equation that could match. And see, is that number even or is that number odd? Your answer here is not a number. I had several students in the past who would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's what the picture shows, but that's not the question. Is there an even or an odd number of marbles in all? So your answer needs to say either even or odd. Down here, this is the same thing. 2 buckets. See, right here says 2 buckets. They each have an odd number of seashells. So you need 2 odd numbers. One of these equations has 2 odd numbers. Find it, circle it, and then here's the question to answer. Is there an even or an odd number of seashells in all? So your answer is not going to be a number. Your answer is going to be even or odd, depending on whether your sum is even or odd. Almost there. Here's our last one. You have an odd number of flowers. Do you see right there? Odd. So look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That can't be your number of flowers because 6 is an even number. You and your friend have an even number of flowers in all. Does your friend have an even or an odd number? So first of all, pick an odd number for yourself. And I would say guess a pretty low number. Let's say 3. And go ahead and draw 3 little flowers. You and your friend have an even number of flowers in all. So again, pick a fairly small even number. It needs to be more than 3, but pick like 4 or 6 or 8, something fairly small. See how much do you add in there. And down here, you don't need to write words for explaining, but actually make your addition equation here. For your number with the odd, here the even number that you have all together, and then what would your friend have had? And then again, the answer is not how many flowers your friend has. Your answer is, does your friend have an even or an odd number of flowers? All right, boys, make sure you do at least 15 minutes on Kids A to Z, and I will see you with some more videos tomorrow.